In California, all crimes, whether it's shoplifting, attempted murder, rape, a heist, a holdup of a bank, the defendant has a right to request and demand a trial of his peers. That would mean 12 citizens get to decide if someone's guilty or innocent. What happens if after the trial the jury is locked and they come to a vote of 6-6, 9-3, 10-2 for not guilty? That's what we call a hung jury. And in California, you can't have a defendant be found guilty, you can't punish them, you can't do anything to them unless all 12 people agree that the person's guilty and you have a unanimous verdict. So even one holdout can lead to what's called a hung jury. If there's a hung jury, well, that means the district attorney has a couple of options. They can dismiss the case if they're tired of dealing with the case, or they can set for a new trial and start all over again. When would the DA decide that it's too much hassle and they're just going to dismiss? Well, I had a case several years ago where the defendant was accused of armed robbery of a taxi cab driver. And at the end of the trial, the vote was 10 for not guilty, 2 for guilty. After a couple weeks of thinking about it, the DA decided, well, I think Sergio proved his case. I don't think I'm going to get anything better than that. It's a pretty overwhelming vote of confidence in the defense, and so they dismissed the case. When it's an overwhelming vote on one side or the other, a lot of times they will just listen to what the jury's saying. So 9-3 probably leans towards dismiss if it's 9 for not guilty. 10-2 for not guilty, pretty overwhelming. 11-1, yeah, you probably should dismiss. You're going to waste everybody's time by retrying. But what if it's the flip side? What if it was 11-1 for guilty? They're going to retry that case. So just want to do this little ditty on what is a hung jury and when do cases get retried and when do they get dismissed.